Meron po kayong gustong choice ninyo for Blue Ribbon Chairman?
Other than Senator Lacson, well, there are about 3 or 4 members of the Senate who I think would be able to handle it also, but mahirap sundan din yung footsteps ni Senator Lacson.
Paano mahirap sundan ang footstep ni Lacson kung mismong pinagtatakpan niya lang yung mga magnanakaw at yung mga kurap? 'Di ba? Napakadali naman ang gusto mo. One Ball University. 'Di ba? Imbis na ipatawag mo yung mga kurap, yung mga magnanakaw, ha? Iimbestigahan mo yung witness ni Senator Marcoleta na si Gutesa. Yun ba yung sinasabi mong mahirap sundan? Yun ba yung mahirap? One Ball University. Kaya hindi talaga malayong matanggal ka na dyan. 'Di ba? Malapit na mga kapatid. Malapit na ho tayo. Malapit na ho tayo sa exciting part. Heto nga ho ang pag-uusapan natin ngayon mga ka-reaction update PH. Dito po kasi sa ating tatalakayin pag-uusapan ngayon, takot na ho itong si Iskul Bukol mapalitan bilang Senate President. Kasi alam naman po natin na bilang na lang ang araw niya dyan. Bumabango na ho ang pangalan ni Senator Alan Peter Cayetano. Mapapalitan na itong si Iskul Bukol, One Ball University, kung saan mga ka-update nakikita na po sa kanyang mga itsura. Kung ano, Kung ano ho ang magiging mangyayari. Kung anong mangyayari sa kanya dahil alam naman po natin na una na ang kanyang best friend sa Blue Ribbon Committee. 'Di ba? Sinabi niya pa nga rito mga ka-update na parang wala daw tutugma kay Ping Lacson sa pagbababa o pagkaalis niya dyan sa Blue Ribbon Chair. 'Di ba? Ano kaya yung pinagdadaldal nito mga ka-update na talaga namang makikita po natin na malayo po talaga. Hindi po pwede yan dyan bilang Senate President. Ang tagal na ho niyan nakaluklok dyan sa Senado. Ano po ba yung nagawa niyang maayos? 'Di ba? Kung ako ho sa kanya, mga ka-update, bumalik na lang ho siya sa Itbulaga kasi alam niya lang po magpatawa. 'Di ba mga ka-update? Kaya mga update, pakinggan ho natin itong naging pahayag niya ukol sa mga nangyayari. Lalo na itong snap election na gustong ipatupad ni Senate po, malapit na maging Senate President na si Peter Alan Cayetano. Natutol naman talaga ito mga update. Ano pa bang reaction ho natin sa taong yan? Kundi kontra lagi sa mga minority. Mga update simulan na ho natin.
Hindi pwedeng gawin yun at the moment.
But to restore the trust of the public daw, SP, sa gitna ng mga issues ng corruption.
Well, first of all, and I have vowed already, we will make sure that the budget process, as far as the Senate is concerned, will be transparent and accountable. Everything will be done through the eyes or within the purview of the people, of the public. So that's one. And then hopefully the ICI can open to the public its deliberations. That's another. And the most important of all is that the judiciary act well. In other words, may mga ma-prosecute, may mga makulong, at may ma-find guilty yung mga guilty. To make sure that those who are guilty are proven so and are sentenced. Palagay ko doon pag nakita ng mga tao na gano'n na nangyayari, malinaw ang paggamit ng pera nila. Diba? Malinaw ang investigasyon. Malinaw din ang resulta ng judiciary. What more can you ask for? Yun ang importante.
So, SP, hindi ho option yung pagbibitiw from President to Congressmen na sa sinasabi ni, para daw clean slate, sabi ni Senator Alan.
Cannot be an option. What do you do with those who are not guilty? What do you do with those who are newly elected and have no bad records? What do you do with them? Dadamay mo doon sa mga guilty or sa mukhang guilty kung hindi man guilty. Kung meron bang marumi, ba't natin idadama yung mga malinis doon sa marumi? So I don't know, it's very far-fetched as far as I'm concerned. It's we will be entering something like uncertainty and chaos in the political world pagka ganun.
Sir, nagkausap na ho ba kayo ni Senator Lacson tungkol po dun sa balak niyang resignation? Tinanggap na ho ba yung resignation niya as chairman po ng Blue Ribbon Committee? Salamat po.
Hindi, nagkausap kami kagabi. Wala pa kami tinatanggap. Wala pa naman siyang pinapadalang sulat or I think he wants to do that personally. Nagkausap kami kagabi. And ayun, nagkausap kami kagabi.
Nagsabi na siya, SP na.
You know, Senator Lacson is frustrated. He's not stressed. Sanay sa stress yun eh. Yeah, pero ang nakikita niya, frustrated because nag-hearing siya, may umaangal. Bakit nag-hearing? Pag hindi siya nag-hearing, may umaangal. Ba't hindi nag-hearing? Ano ba talaga? Diba? So, and then I think the way he ran the Blue Ribbon Committee hearings were very good. Huh? So, siguro, the man is frustrated. I will support whatever decision he makes, and I will accept whatever decision he makes, and he has my 100% support, whatever it is.
SP, yung pong decision niya po ba ay final na o pwede pa po siyang mapahinuhod ng majority at ninyo na magstay put as chairman po ng Blue Ribbon Committee?
I think that question is best asked of him. I cannot answer for him.
Pero sir, anong sense ng majority?
We can only hope for the best.
Opo, pero sir, ano po ang sentiment, sir, ng majority bloc? Sabi niyo po you're in touch with them. Ano po ang sinabi nila? Gusto ho ba nilang manatili si Senator Lacson o gusto nilang mapalitan?
Karamihan, hindi naman komentaryo iba pa, pero yung karamihan ay sinasabing nila na baka pwede pa makausap si Senator Lacson.
Para po?
To stay.
Nagbabayan sa pwesto dahil hindi niya nakayang masakal. Kasi malapit na eh. Namumuro na taho tayo mga kabdit eh. Nandyan na ho tayo sa exciting part. Kung saan dawit na yung mga pangalan neto mga magnanakaw. Sino-sino pa ba yung mga kasama dyan? Sandro Marcos, di ba? Sandro Marcos, Marcos Jr. Di ba? Nandyan na ho tayo eh. Kaya tumigil ho yan o bumaba sa pwesto at pinatigil yung Blue Ribbon dahil nandyan na. Konting-konti na lang. Isang kurot na lang ho, mga ka-update, mapapangalanan na ho yun.
Ano ba yung sinapag-usapan niya? Sinabi niyo po ba sa kanya to reconsider his decision?
Hindi, because I was checking on our WhatsApp group, after Senator Lacson and I talked already. It was late in the evening. Last night.
Sir, ay, sorry. Sir, meron po kasi mga nagko-comment na kaya raw po aalis si Senator Ping is para hindi na ma-unstabilize yung pong, ma-destabilize yung pong Senate leadership na meron daw pong namumungko, parang siya na lang daw yung sacrifice dahil maraming hindi masaya daw dun sa pagpapatakbo niya ng Blue Ribbon.
Everybody's entitled to his own opinion, so whatever they say, it's up to them. It's, if that's their opinion. But as far as I'm concerned, and my opinion is, the Senate is stable, both majority and minority. I am very sure that the Senate is stable, and we will make sure, under my leadership, we will make sure that everything will be transparent, everything will be accountable.
Nakikita na po natin neto sa sagot netong si Wambol University na alam na malapit na yung oras na mapapalitan ka dyan. Accountability ka pang sinasabi dyan. Sino po ba yung mga na ituro nyo na? Bakit hanggang kay Martin Romualdez pa lang tayo? Napalayas nyo na nga siya eh. Diba? Napalayas nyo na eh. hindi na mahagilap kung nasaan. Si saldi ko hindi nyo nga mapauwi eh. Di ba? Tapos, gusto mo feeling mo stable ka pa dyan bilang Senate President. Feeling mo stable ka pa rin dyan. Malabo ka na. Iskul, Bukol. Bilang na yung mga oras at araw mo bilang Senate President na panigurado at panigurado naman, chuchupi ka dyan. Papalitan ka na.
SP, so what do you think of rumors na merong attempt to unseat you and install a new leadership?
Hindi ko alam kung saan nanggagaling eh. Alam mo naman dito sa Senado, pagka nanggagaling sa social media yung kwento, hindi ka, madaling kumalat dahil social media, pero I don't see it coming from anywhere. In fact, the other day, nagkausap kami ni Senator Alan at nababanggit na rin yan eh. Sabi niya nga, siya mismo nagsabi sa akin, wala naman akong kinakausap kahit sino eh, sabi rin niya.
And you believe him, sir? And you believe him, sir? And you believe him, sir?
Yeah, I believe him.
Sir, yung pong napag-usapan ninyo sa majority regarding dun sa leadership po, nag-loyalty check ba kayo or sila mismo kinausap kayo after hearing the story na sa inyo pa rin yung suporta po nila?
Oh, nagkakausap-usap naman kami. Pagka mayroong mga lumilitaw na ganyan, I get messages from some of them saying na, ano ba yan, we should listen to that, mga ganun-ganun. Yeah, no need for a loyalty check.
How confident are you, SP, that the majority still... How confident are you, SP, that the majority bloc still supports your Senate presidency?
I'm quite confident. But as usual, any senator who is elected into the leadership only serve at the pleasure of your colleagues, of your peers. So we always leave it at that. But as far as I'm concerned, and as far as I know now, I'm quite confident that we are stable and the leadership of the Senate is well in place.
May interviews kay Senator JV na parang may lumabas sa mga reports na may balak siyang kumala sa majority. May ganun hubang na sabi po sa inyo?
Paulit-ulit si JB, sinasabi niya na nung araw pa yan, rehash daw yan eh. And he was interviewed and quoted that, I think about more than 2 weeks ago, when the issue of the interview of Senator Lacson mentioned about certain insertions of some senators or almost all like that. Parang ganun yung ginabi. That was the reaction of Senator JV the following day. But after that, when I explained what insertions and amendments are and how it is really placed in the budget, at yun yung mga nabanggit na yun, ay karamihan naman yung amendments, it all settled down eh. So, the issue that is being placed in social media and some mainstream media reports about Senator JB, I am very sure that he will deny it now. He did say that before. But in fact, I was on the phone with him yesterday telling him about plano ni Senator Lacson. And he was quite worried. Sabi niya, mahirap pag-usapan natin, parang ganon. And then he also, he told me na baka iniisip ni Senator Lacson yung mga nilalabas sa media tungkol sa sinabi ko, baka that influences him. Sabi ni Senator JB, that's an old rehash, sabi niya. Wala akong sinasabing ganon. And I think he talked to, Senator JB called Ping to tell him that.
As far as you know, SP, walang kahit sinong miyembro ng mayorya ang kakalas at this time po?
Yes.
SP, kung sakaling matuloy po yung resignation ni Senator Ping, sino po yung posibleng pumalit? Tsaka itutuloy pa po ba yung mga hearing ng Blue Ribbon kahit mag-resign na si Senator Ping?
The Blue Ribbon is always alive as far as the Senate is concerned. Kaya siya lang ang pwedeng mag-motu proprio hearing without a resolution, without a privilege speech, without any bill referred to it. Motu proprio by the chairman. Kaya laging buhay ang Blue Ribbon. Hindi mawawala yan. Maaaring napopostpone kuminsan, nasususpend, but it is always ongoing. Now, if indeed Senator Lacson resigns, his his candidate would be a very good, it would be something to consider. But we will leave it up to the members of the majority. We'll talk about it first. We'll cross the bridge when we get there.
Pero sir, yung flood control investigation, ipagpapatuloy pa rin po ba?
Siyempre, kung ano yung mga dapat maipadala na namin, meron kami mga nakakuha na marami ng informasyon na nakuha Ang importante dito, ipadala ito sa ICI and the DOJ so that they continue with it can aid them in their the performance of their mandates. Laking tulong yun, palagay ko sa kanila.
SP, kayo po ba personally, meron po kayo... Sir, nasa harap na ako. SP, kayo po personally, meron kayong pick for the Blue Ribbon Chair? For the new... Meron po kayong gustong choice ninyo for Blue Ribbon Chairman?
Other than Senator Lacson? Well, there are about 3 or 4 members of the Senate who I think would be able to handle it also, but mahirap sundan din yung footsteps ni Senator Lacson.
Paano mahirap sundan ang footstep ni Lacson kung mismong pinagtatakpan niya lang yung mga magnanakaw at yung mga kurap? Di ba? Napakadali naman ang gusto mo. One Ball University. Di ba? Imbis na ipatawag mo yung mga kurap, yung mga magnanakaw, iimbestigahan mo yung witness ni Senator Marcoleta na si Gutesa. Yun ba yung sinasabi mong mahirap sundan? Yun ba yung mahirap? One Ball University. Kaya hindi talaga malayong matanggal ka na dyan. Diba? Malapit na mga kabdit. Malapit na ho tayo. Malapit na ho tayo sa exciting part.
Sir, itong mga lang po dito, parang change of leadership again. Tingin nyo, outside forces po, pero nang iintriga lang sa Senado?
Posible. Malamang may mga nag-iintriga lang sa Senado. Sige, sapagkat pagkausap ko naman yung leadership ng minority, wala naman kaming hindi pinagkakaunawaan eh.
Ano sir, political?
I'm sure. Yeah.
Meron na kayong isip na kung anong grupo?
I don't know. Pwede manggaling sa kaliwat kanan niyan, whatever. Hindi na. We should not allow these talks to hamper the work of the Senate. And that's the reason that last week we decided to suspend the sessions habang wala yung mga agenda na mayroong mga bill spending. Nakita nyo yung mga pending na treaty, pinarasa lang muna namin. Then we suspended to allow the budget deliberations and the budget hearings, I should say, to allow the budget hearings to continue without stoppage. Kasi nangyayari, every 3 p.m., because of the session, they have to stop the budget hearings. And the other hearings of the different the committees, because the only way we can get the agenda into the plenary is when the committees are done and are ready to report out the bills. One thing that I'm sure not a lot of people are aware of, or there are few who are not aware of the fact that the Senate works on committees, through committees. The Senate works through committees. We don't work in plenary. We work through committees. Kaya ang mga bills at ang agenda ay nanggagaling sa committee work. And in this case, because of the single most important piece of legislation to be passed, the budget, the GAA for 2026, we should be very clean, other than what happened in the 2025 budget. I think it needs our full attention, and that is the reason that in this suspension of the final week of the sessions and into the break is only as far as both houses are concerned. But as far as the Senate is concerned, it is a working break because of the budget hearings and the committee hearings. Ayan.
Approve nyo na po ba yung hiling ng House na sa October 30 na kayo mag-adjourn?
October 13,
Yes, sir.
they sent me a notice, and that is prescribed in the Constitution, na kapag merong nag-adjourn na isang house, kailangan merong 3 days notice yung isa kung siya ay mag-a-adjourn ng maaga or mag-a-adjourn ng delay. The maximum allowed is 3 days. And that is the reason that they that's the reason that they will adjourn on the 13th, but we will adjourn on the 10th. Okay? Ayun. Okay, yun. Now, why are they adjourning on the 13th? And this is, of course, born out of my talks with Speaker Boji D and their majority leader and their minority leader and the chairman of the appropriations, si Congresswoman Representative Swansea. Ang napag-usapan is they will not be given by the President the certificate of urgency. So they needed that instead of passing on second reading on the 10th and passing on third reading on the 10th. Because they can only do that if there is a certification of urgency by the President. The President does not want to certify the budget as urgent so that there will be time to go through the budget in at least 3 days para mabasa mabuti kung tama lahat yung pinapadala. I think that is the thinking himself. The President himself said that. Ayaw niya nung i-shortcut yung 3-day rule. So ganun din. Pagdating sa Senate yan, ganyan na rin yan. I'm sure he will not.
Pero sir, usually po merong certification nun sir, no? Na taon-taon, parang
taon-taon.
normal po siya.
Taon-taon, dahil pinapass break.
Opo.
Ayaw nga ni Presidente ngayon na maisip daw na ipapass break. So ayaw niya nung 3-day rule, according to Speaker Boji. So I'm sure, I expect the same thing in the Senate.
So hindi nyo yung napag-usapan sa LEDAC? Hindi nyo po napag-usapan with the President yun sa LEDAC?
Nabanggit din niya, pero in passing. And in the LEDA, we were able to coordinate lang or pinagsama-sama namin yung bills ng mga senador, top 3 each, pero may mga ibang hawig-hawig, kaya total was 68. And in the House, 100 something, 200 something. And then, meron ang DepEd, yung DepEd, yung DepEd meron. So pinagsama-sama namin yun in the first regular session of the 20th Congress, which is now, at least there are 12 in the LEDAC that was agreed upon in the LEDAC and with the President's consent.
Sir, yung hindi po pag-certify as urgent nung budget, hindi naman siya makaka-affect or makaka-delay dun sa proseso.
Hindi, makakabuti. Sapagkat lagi na lang eh. Nagmamadali ang Congress nung araw pa hanggang ngayon. Pagdating nung aapurahin yung pagpapapasa on second reading, tapos hihingi ng certification sa Presidente para the 3-day rule is removed. Papasa na rin on the same day. Tanong, nabasa nyo ba? Di ba? Tanongin mo yung mga congressman at mga senador, nabasa nyo ba pagkatapos ng second reading? Di ba? So maganda talaga na tama yan, na hindi approve on the same day. You have 3 days to go over and